welcome in. My name is Amy. This is Activate Your Light. Thank you for being here. I am talking and it's nighttime, and it seems to be when I have like really cool ideas come through. And while I was debating on having some like herbal coffee or some herbal tea, I got to thinking about caffeine and how I'm addicted. I really am. I love coffee. But I was wondering about the connection between caffeine and the connection to source energy through our energy body. So caffeine and the nervous system, caffeine and our electric system, caffeine and our neurologic system, our emotional system. It's all the energy body. Different ways of describing it. But I got to thinking, I'm like, I just don't function well on caffeine. I get more done when I don't have caffeine. And when I have caffeine, it just seems to be like I'm spinning in circles and I'm not grounded or as grounded as I want to be. It's like I'm fighting against myself when I'm always having caffeine in the morning. And it's like, in hindsight, I'm going to start cutting back my caffeine and then none. And I've done this like 8 other times before. It's like, it's a thing I've been wanting to do because I intuitively know that it's not good for me. And if I guess we're talking about the conspiracy theories that are actually real, they're conspiracy realists. This information on the suppression of the human from becoming its best version has been an assault for a very long time. And as we question our reality and we're like, why are they giving us poison and saying it's healthy for us? What the fuck? And being aware of that is a level of consciousness that we all go through eventually, at some point, this life or next life. But I don't know. I came out questioning things and I just always thought to like want to know the bigger answer and the connections between everything. And so I just always wonder, and this is like the biggest aha moment I've had in a very long time. So yeah, I've known that caffeine's bad for us, and I listened to a guy named Jason Christoff, and he has a podcast. He's phenomenal. He's so incredibly smart, and he knows, he's very articulate, and he writes amazing pieces. They're all on his website, articles, and cites everything that you could ever want to research about what he's saying to be true. It's like, go check it out. So doing the research to find and come to your own conclusions on this journey is like where it's at. You have to build discernment, and no one can tell you what's right or wrong, good or bad. It's like that's your inner beacon is like going to be tuning in to that resonance of truth for you. So the connection between caffeine, questioning this, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to look it in the internet. So I'm just going to look and see what's out there. And so I'm like, no, I need to ask ChatGPT. And it is actually married them so well. When I want to know anything about the connection between something, I'm like, you know what, ChatGPT is really good to see about the co-creation of energies and how they benefit one another or don't benefit one another. And so it's very fascinating to put it all together that way. So it helped me come to the conclusion that caffeine it weakens the adrenals. We know this, right? But then the way that it was, written about was like exactly what my mind was gathering. It's like, it's fascinating. So the adrenals are in overdrive, and we're given caffeine at every corner. And I read about caffeine and the whole history introduced from Jason Christoph. And then I read the part of the book, Caffeine Blues. And I just had a little cognitive dissonance. I really wasn't able, obviously, yet ready to give up caffeine. So I'm like, yeah, I threw that to the back of the bus. And it's now coming up again for me to look at. And so knowing I'm like, we're drinking caffeine for a reason. And this is a drug. It's a drug. It's just like anything else. But it's an acceptable, everyday kind of drug, just like alcohol, because it's terrible for us. These are tools that work against us. And they're frequency killers, and they're energy body drainers, taxers. They weaken the system, and they don't want us. So like the people that are beings that have been in say control, we can call it government, whoever runs the show, the puppet master. It's really light and dark, right? So the dark have been working at every angle to not help the human thrive. And that's shown everywhere you look, throughout all sectors. And there's not one area, but this is the one that I'm like, oh my gosh. Caffeine's effect on the nervous system is dramatic, and it hampers our connection to source. And then I said, so the nervous system, caffeine, and connection to source, God, source energy. And I just made the assumption that there's already a connection. I know it. And it came back with amazing information. It's just solidifying that when you are off of caffeine, that is your grounding current. You are in flow without that resistance of the adrenal fatigue going on. That dampens the connection of the current flow to source that rolls through our body from the center of the earth. And if we're ungrounded, we're kind of frying ourselves in adrenal fatigue. Our nervous system is strung out and unable to process at very good speed, leading to depression, all sorts of things. But we all, yeah. So it's just a fun share on this. It's like a discovery for me, because it's proving myself. I'm like, yes, stop drinking caffeine at the earliest convenience of myself. I'm going to taper off. But I love making connections like this to empower myself, and to empower myself to share this and understand the importance of the nervous system, our electric body, our energy body, and how we can restore balance within that huge system that we have not been taught about on purpose. So it's a quarter of our wholeness that we have never really dove into knowing much about at all. And I absolutely adore this subject, because it is fascinating to no end to me for some reason. Like the whole healing journey, coming back into my own awareness of who I am, who I'm becoming, as I empower and love myself more and more and more. I'm finding that I'm having more and more epiphanies because I'm going in the right direction. I've been called to come on and make videos for like a good 8 years. A long time. My guides have been, you need to be talking, and you need to be talking and sharing your perspective on things that come through you, because all that information that comes through me, I'm being told, is not just for me. It's to be shared, because it's really fun information, and it's not just for my notebooks and my friends. We all have an important role, and one voice really does matter, and that's what I'm being told over and over and over again. Just like your voice matters. And I'm getting to the point of owning the fact that mine does too. And I was unworthy of that concept. And I'm like, I get to the point of like, what in the actual? I can share whatever I'm guided to share, and that's being in authenticity. And that's the best, highest version of myself that wants to show up. So I'm allowing that now. And it's really great. It feels great. And I don't even know where this is going, but I just know I've been told to share. And little bits of nuggets like this that come through. This is really important information that I just literally had like, I was like so excited to receive this information. And then I was told to guided to just start talking and share. So thank you for listening, and let me know what you think about that connection in comments below. And yes, appreciate you listening. It's 12 minutes. Beautiful number. It's my birthday number. All right. Have a great evening, and see you next time.